E Lee Harvey Oswald ad aver ucciso il presidente Kennedy.
Did Lee Harvey Oswald really kill President Kennedy? Could the Carcano of Dallas fire 3 shots in such a short time? To have the answer to these questions, we are here with Colonel Rizzo, who will tell us something preliminary about the gun.
9138 e gli abbiamo applicato l'ottica.
I have here a Carcano model 9138. We attached the telescope sight and found some problems with it. We had to mount the sight in a very high position in order to attach the clip. When the sight is mounted in this particular way, it makes it difficult to fire at the target. It creates problems loading the gun but also chambering the round. When the gun is being used, the sight interferes with the bolt of the gun and the ability to aim properly.
The
Warren Commission established that Lee Harvey Oswald would have taken the disassembled rifle into the book depository. What is your opinion regarding this?
It's very unlikely, because the scope has been mounted in an amateur sloppy way and the rifle should have been aligned beforehand at the factory firing range.
Okay, can we go to the tests?
Of course. Now we'll go to the shooting range to see the ballistics tests.
And so, which are the results?
As we have established, the sniper had difficulty in loading the gun due to the sight being in the way. It would have definitely taken more than 7 seconds to fire the 3 shots. The maximum velocity of this gun without aiming the telescopic sight is 12 shots a minute, roughly 1 every 5 seconds.
In 1978, in the United States, a commission reopened the case and arrived at the conclusion that perhaps there was more than one shooter in Dealey Plaza. Can we also prove this hypothesis?
Now we will try to test it with plastic targets at 80 and 30 meters.
Come si può vedere, i bersagli non si...
As you can see, the targets are not intended to represent a human head. You can see that with the target at 80 meters, the bullet goes through the plastic, and with the gravitational force, the bullet hole gets blocked and is unable to pass out through the other side. This proves the dynamics of the event.
While we are here, can we test the theory of the magic bullet?
The President's car is now turning onto Elm Street, and it will be only a matter of minutes before he arrives at the freeway. Something has happened in the motorcade route. There's numerous people running up the hill. It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. There has been shooting. Shot in the upper left chest, and the first unconfirmed reports say the President was hit in the head. That's an unconfirmed report that the President was hit in the head. The President's wife, Jackie Kennedy, was not hurt. She walked into the hospital at her husband's stretcher side.
Come possiamo vedere, il proiettile, una volta attraversato i 2 bersagli di carne...
As we can see, after having gone through the mid targets, the bullet casing was impacted, and when it was recovered, it was flat and clearly deformed. The bullet was traveling fast enough on exiting the meat to cause this deformity. The magic bullet could not have hit 2 men and remain intact, as it states in the Warren Commission report.
...uomini e rimanere intatto, come si vede nel reperto.
The plastering targets here, the first was shot at a distance of 80 meters, the other 2 at 30 meters. The bullet velocity at the mouth of the gun of the first shot was 640 meters per second and 660 meters per second for the other 2. This is an original 6.5 caliber bullet of the Carcano. This other instead is a frangible bullet of the same caliber for the Carcano. This is the bullet deformed after the impact at 80 meters. And this is the magic bullet.
It's not anymore possible to make tests directly on C2766, the weapon found in Dallas. In 1968, experts discovered the barrel of the gun is too much damaged, so much that they cannot establish a compatibility with tests conducted in 1964. And at last it remains to clear the Italian aspect of the story. The Warren report established that C2766 was unique in the world, just that one acquired by Oswald thanks to a document supplied by the CIFA, the Italian military intelligence. A decisive proof. If the rifle was unique, it was the only one which could product the fragments found in the presidential limousine. But the CIFA document, in Italian language, is still lost. After 40 years, we can doubt it really existed. In the United States archives, we found this. It is a document of December 1963. Giulio Andreotti had ordered a report on the Karkanov Dallas to a mysterious departure service. It follows the translation. Every weapon normally bore a serial number. In the pictures, the alleged weapon used in the murder seems to be a 7.35 caliber. The informative, a CIA dispatch, is signed from the head of the intelligence in Rome, Daniel M. Preslan, alias William K. Harvey, responsible for years of the executive action, the committee born in Langley to study and put plans practically in order to eliminate foreign leaders like Lumumba and Castro. Harvey was fired by Kennedy and transferred to Rome just few months before the crime, in the spring-summer of 1963. The president changed radically the approach to the secret operations, like also the approach towards Cuba. Some weeks after Kennedy's death, the 4th of December, Johnson declared himself anxious to promote more positive actions against Cuba. And, in these actions, there is a step back into the past, the invasion of the island.
Perché l'effetto che la rende instabile, più violenta mai banale, e dal profondo si rinnova, ti adora, cresce intensa e ti confonde, come in una presa lenta